Antigravity versus Oasis AI series part 2.
It provides you with the direct button to inject the new component. It is still generating and we have no code output yet from the Antigravity. So the code is here. One thing what you need to do is here you need to click on this button, which is the apply, and so that you can see what all changes Oasis has made. The Antigravity, was that hype worth it?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another session by Cybrix Labs, Tanishk here. And this session will be the continuation of our Antigravity versus Oasis AI series part 2. In the last video, we have seen how Oasis AI and Antigravity both tools were able to generate the applications we asked for. Oasis AI built the application much faster, Antigravity took a bit more time and needed 2 or 3 prompts to build the final output. Now, this session we will be taking things much more deeper and we will be using the previously built applications and we will be focusing on the issues, the missing parts that these AI tools have not looked onto. And at the end of this session, you will have much more clearer understanding about Oasis AI's agentic modes, CodeSweep and SingleSweep. What are these, what functionalities they provide, and how and where you need to incorporate these. So at Cybrix Labs, we believe these AI tools shouldn't only be used for generating the applications. These AI tools should also be able to work with the existing applications and take those applications to the next level with fixing issues, improving code qualities, generating new components or the functions, and also understanding the user prompts and queries. So this video will be based on that perspective and we will be using Oasis AI and Antigravity. And now let's begin with the video. Let's move on to the computer screen.
Alright, so here we are on the screen now, and here you can see the UI that Oasis provided us, and this one is that Antigravity provided us in the previous session. So in the previous session I have shown all both the UIs are fully functional, like finance tracker should be. And if now, as with a user point of view, I see these applications, I would like to make some of the changes to it. So here let's first go with the Oasis application. So here Oasis has given us the credit and debit, so we can make a transaction based on credit amount or debit amount. That is fine. Amount field is here and the date field is here. Now all this is fine, but the I feel one field is missing, which is the description field, because whenever you try to make an transaction, then in the transaction list there should be a description or an item field for which the amount was credited or debited, right? So like if you are buying a food item, so the amount will be debited, but why that amount was debited and for which item, so that description should be there in the table. So with the help of Oasis, we will be adding that description field here, and that description field should reflect inside this table also. Now when we move towards the Antigravity, here Antigravity has made these tabs, so I feel these are much more convenient because user can directly get the access and the knowledge about the total balance, total income and total expense. This is good looking as well and convenient as well, so we will be adding these tabs also over here. Now moving towards the Antigravity, here things look bit more perfect, but here there is one crucial step that Antigravity has missed. So here description is there, amount is there, but the date. If I want to add a transaction from my previous day, then I will not be able to add it because the date field is not here. So for this we will be using Antigravity. Now let's move towards the coding part and see which of the tool helps us in like resolving our queries. So first go ahead with the Oasis, and here inside the VS Code I have already customized my Oasis because I need to customize my Oasis with the project with which I will be currently working. Now let's move towards the Palm tab. Inside the modes I will be selecting the single sweep. Why single sweep? Because single sweep works with the single file context, and currently as of the first step I will be working with this uh, component only. Okay, so now I will be selecting the component here. So this is the transaction form. Here I will be giving the prompt here, add a new field called description and make it mandatory field. Properly go through the functionality and create this field after the amount field, and moreover this field should only accept the text or string inputs. Okay, so I have given this and I will be giving the prompt to the Oasis. Now let's wait and see what Oasis provides us. Oasis has started working on it. User wants a new mandatory description field, text only. After the amount field in the transaction form, it must be validated, sanitized and integrated into the form logic. Okay, so let me open this component, which is the transaction form. Until, let's wait for the Oasis to provide us the code, and we'll see if Oasis provides us the perfect code. Okay, so the code is here. One thing what you need to do is, here you need to click on this button, which is the apply, and so that you can see what all changes Oasis has made. You can verify it. I will just click on the apply all changes, and then this component will be automatically saved with the new changes. Now let's move towards the UI. Okay, so let me reload this UI. Let's see if the description field is added over here or not. UI has been reloading right now. You can also see the report, view full report, and here AI difference analysis, what is been added, what has been removed, everything is here. Now let's move towards the UI. Okay, so the description field is here, and let's test it. So I will debit, I will give the amount. I will not be giving the description right now. I will just give the date. Add transaction. Transaction has not been made because please enter a valid description, so the functionality is also working. Now we will be adding this in the transactions as well. So for the transactions, we first need to go to the finance dashboard, and from here we will be choosing the finance dashboard. Okay, so here we will be telling this here, accept the new field description properly inside type transaction and pass it properly to the desired components. Properly work on the functionality. Okay, so we will be giving this prompt, and let's wait what Oasis provides us now. Provide us with the updated code that accepts the new field called description inside type transaction properly integrated. Okay, so Oasis has started working on the code. Let's wait. Okay, so the code is here and we just need to hit apply and we will be applying all the changes. So as of now it has been added, but on the UI we will not be able to see any change. So for that what we will need to do is we need to add that field in transaction list as well. Okay, so we will be changing it to the transaction list now. So now let's prompt for the transaction list here, and here accept the new type transaction with description field, integrate it properly to be visible on UI, update the table with description field. Okay, so we will be giving this prompt and let's wait for what Oasis provides us now. It has started working on the code. Okay, so it is working. Yes, the code is here and we will be applying it and we will be applying all the changes. So okay, the code has been saved and we will be going towards the UI. Okay, so the description is here. Now let's see if it works, and here I will be adding food. Now make the transaction. So yes, everything is working so smooth, and with just the prompting, no actual code I have wrote, I have just prompted, and with the help of Oasis AI I have got this. A new field description is here and the debit amount, everything is working right. And if I don't add anything at the transaction, please enter the valid amount greater than 0. The error handling is also very much perfect, and this error handling part and all was handled in the project generation itself. So the next thing that we need to do is adding here those three tabs that Antigravity provided us, which were the total balance, total income and total expense. So let's go to the VS again, and here I have chosen the CodeSweep mode. CodeSweep, why it is so like here these will be the new component, right? So this will be the new component and CodeSweep can help you work with the multi files. Now see this, here I will be giving here analyze the finance dashboard file, their type transaction is present with what are the variables, amount and the amount and type. Okay, amount and type credit or debit. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I will be first giving CodeSweep the finance dashboard so that it analyzes it, and how we are using the other component, how we are passing the props, it will analyze that, then it will create the new component for us. So this is called multi-file or the cross file working with the code. Okay, then create me a new component called transaction summary, where there will be 3 cards aligned horizontally. First card First card will be total balance. Second will be total credit amount, or total what Antigravity gave, total income. Okay, or total income. Third, total expense or total debit amount. Okay, so these will be the cards. Now I want this component to be placed just after my header inside finance dashboard. After what is the header here? Finance dashboard, finance dashboard. Okay, so I think this prompt is fine. One more thing I will be giving: properly see the UI as well for finance dashboard, then create the create the new component finance dashboard. Properly see the UI as well for the finance dashboard, then create the new component so that the UI is completely complementing my dashboard. Okay, so I will be giving this prompt to the CodeSweep, and let's wait for what Oasis provides us the result. So you have seen how fast is the Oasis. SingleSweep was also very much fast, and this CodeSweep is also working very much fast. So it is working on the code right now, and here the code is available. And now here what Oasis provides you, it provides you with the direct button to inject the new component, create transaction summary. Okay, so I will be injecting this component directly here, and it has been injected here, transaction summary. Now one more thing that Oasis provides us, this was the two-step functionality, because it is the CodeSweep, it works with cross files. First was the building the transaction summary. Now the second one is working with the finance dashboard so that it can integrate the new finance transaction summary inside it. Okay, so I will be hitting on the proceed button, and now it will be proceeding with working on the finance dashboard component so that it can integrate transaction summary. Let's wait for the output now. What output now CodeSweep provides us? Okay, so the output is here and code is coming right now. Okay, so we can copy it from here and then just go to the finance dashboard and paste it. Okay, so let's go to the UI now and let's reload it. Let's see. Yes, we got it, and the UI is also like the dark theme is maintained over here. Now let's try to add something and see if things are working fine or not. Amount 200, and it should be debited for food, and make it date as 5. So everything here is working, food and everything, and here also it is working. Debit amount, total balance is this much. Now if I add 5,000 or 50,000 and make it as salary credited, and it has been credited on previous date, and add the transaction. Okay, so it has been credited, this has been debited, and the total balance is this much, credit is this much, total expense is this much. So you can see the UI right now. With just the simple prompting and no coding, we have built the proper finance dashboard UI, right? So this is the UI. One more thing we can do, if you want to do, you can move this finance dashboard to the left align side, and I think that will be looking much more like good, right, in terms of UI. That we can do uh, later also. Let's move towards the anti-gravity now. In the anti-gravity, we need to add the date filter over here, right? So let's move towards the anti-gravity, and here it is, the transaction list, transaction form. This one will be the form. So here in the transaction form component, after the amount field, add a new field for date and properly see the functionality of it. Okay, so I will be giving this, and let's see now. Let's wait for what anti-gravity provides us. It is working on this prompt right now. Okay, it is still loading it. Okay, integrating date functionality, I am currently working on adding the date functionality. Okay, so it has started working. Planning date field addition is starting the task to add the date field to the transaction form component, initializing the task. Okay, initializing task and reading transaction form component created, analyzing transaction form component. Okay, okay, checking transaction context for the type definition. It is working, but I think adding a field was just a simple task. Anti-gravity is taking too much time for this simple task. It is still generating, and we have no code output yet from the anti-gravity. It is taking too much time for this task only. It is still loading, generating. Reading type definitions, locating type directories, finance tracker. Okay, agent terminated due to error. You can prompt the model to try again or start a new conversation if the error persists. See troubleshooting. I don't know why this is happening with me again and again. In the previous session also, when we were like trying to build the finance tracker, At that time also it got terminated 2 times in between. I will be retrying it. Let's see now. And sometimes I do not get is anti-gravity working with my code or not. It is just showing me the loader and it goes on. I'm currently focused on the transaction form component and the best way to integrate a date field. Simple date field is need to be integrated. I don't know why or what it is doing. Prioritizing execution steps. I am focused on the execution phase. Now my approach will be to set the task boundaries. Okay, so now I have got the code and I will be accepting it. So here the date field it has added. I have added the date field in the transaction form. Now my point here is like just for adding a date field, it has done nothing else. It has not gone to my dashboard file and then integrated my date field there as well, the data that would be coming, and then going to the transaction list. Nothing it has done of this kind. Then why it has taken this much time for just adding a date field? Now I need to again prompt it. With Oasis, Oasis does not do all these things at once. You need to prompt, but it does very fast whatever you prompt. Why anti-gravity is this much slow, I don't know. So now in the dashboard, now analyze my dashboard. Let me see first dashboard component, and here yes, the transaction list is coming. Analyze my dashboard component, and there, and from there properly send the data to transaction list, the date field as well, and in the transaction list show the date field also. Okay, I have given this prompt, and now let's wait for the result. And I hope this time anti-gravity builds it much faster. Okay, so the result has been started coming. I am currently focused on the dashboard and the transaction list. Okay, displaying date in the transaction list is starting the task to display the date in the transaction list. Reading dashboard and transaction list components. So it is some kind of like frustrating also, because it is taking too much time for these simple kind of tasks. Displaying date in the transaction list is starting the task to display the date in the transaction list. Dashboard.tsx got analyzed. I think this time also the agent will get terminated. I'm not getting to see any response. It is just generating, working. This only I'm able to see. It is not working. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you got the clear understanding how Oasis works and how this anti-gravity is working. And I want to ask one simple question from all you guys. The all the hype that was there from last 2 weeks around the anti-gravity, was that hype worth it? Because I feel uh, like Cursor, Windsurf, or other AI tools are much far better than anti-gravity. See, agent terminated due to an error. Why this is happening? After taking too much of time, it just gets terminated. So I don't know why all that hype was, or is that the case? I'm not able to use anti-gravity. So I don't know, but uh, it is kind of a frustrating for me to use anti-gravity. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you got the clear understanding of how you need to uh, like query and do the vibe coding using the AI tools. So stay tuned for more updates on Oasis AI. Happy coding.